Climbing a mountain is probably a very hard activity. You want to start mountaineering, or do you want to hike? Sorry, was that the wrong activity? Maybe you'd like to climb. Or maybe bouldering seems like your thing. Whoops, bouldering? Did you mean alpine climbing? Ice climbing? How do you even do that? Rappelling? What does that even mean? Big wall climbing? Isn't every wall big? There's like a million types of ways to climb, but then again, I can't count. Climbing a mountain probably gives off a feeling of accomplishment, and I think that everything is worth it for that feeling of pride. Like, I did that. I climbed the big wall, and now I'm at the top of the big wall. There are people that prepare just to climb mountains, people that die each year trying to climb these things. Rainbow Valley is just an area of Mount Everest corpses lying around it. Imagine climbing a mountain, spending your time doing this as a pastime, and that feeling of perseverance that these people must get. It seems like such a cool thing that I'd like to do, but as we all know, I'm a gamer, not because I don't have a life, but because I choose to have many. The closest thing that I can get to the beautiful feeling of perseverance is by playing Celeste. Celeste is about a girl dealing with anxiety and depression. So to deal with this, instead of going to a therapist or getting any form of mental support or something, she decides to climb a mountain. Now to climb a mountain, you're gonna need a few things. First off, some sort of flying gizmo, and you also need clothes, since being naked is very disgusting. Celeste is a platformer, which means you're gonna be bouncing around every second. Now when I think of platformers, I think of games. Now do you notice a sudden lack of a depressed main character? That is because Celeste is a very unique game. Now the thing that separates Celeste from these games are the moves to your disposal. You can walk, jump, climb, dash, and die. Celeste is a hard game. It's like learning to ride a bike, except the bike has no wheels and there's also a man insulting you because you can't ride it. It starts off simple, showing you how to dash, and then it shows off the next thing, like one of my favorite mechanics, this bird that throws you. The game always keeps things fresh with its mechanics. So one level you're dashing through some black thing, another you're being chased by an evil ball. Slowly but surely, you start to pick up the pace of the game, and by the time you're done, you're a master, and the game rewards you with the final level, which is very fun. It's a combination of every single mechanic, and the music's really enjoyable. It's like a payoff of everything you've done. And when you're finally finished with it, it seems like you've done everything. At least, that's what they'd like you to think. Hidden in the levels of the game, there are cassette tapes. These cassette tapes unlock a B-side for each level, which are hard. These things are like going back to the bike with no wheels, except the guy who was insulting you is now pissing on the bike. These levels throw you back down on the floor and make you think you thought you were getting good. Sometimes they can take hours and you will die again and again, but dying isn't a bad thing. The game doesn't scold you and call you out for it, it helps you. You try to improvise and realize your mistakes. It's like planning it out, and when you finish your plan, you get to go full speed and it feels amazing. When you finish a B-side, it's like playing them again is so fun. It's like a reflection of what you've learned. I used to go from taking an hour to taking 20 minutes, and it's the feeling of perseverance that brings me back. That feeling of accomplishment after beating a level that took hours. But after you beat the B-side, it's like you're a master again, but they throw another sucker punch with the final level. The B-sides are like the penultimate levels. Farewell is the last level. It's like riding a bike, but you have to make the bike from scratch, and you have no arms or legs, and you are a single-celled organism. I was on the brink of screaming and even want to go to GameStop and punch an employee. It took me like a day to beat this dumb level. It fills you with pure passion, with pure spite to beat the damn level. Sometimes I'd look at the section and think, how am I supposed to do that? And it's like the same question with mountain climbing. How is it possible? How do you climb ice? Like that. It's not impossible, even if it seems like it is. With enough time and practice and the right mindset, you can do anything. Except fly. You can't fly. And when you finally beat Farewell after 1,000 deaths, it's like a feeling of relief. Like, damn, I did that. I climbed the big wall.